Hello and welcome to Learning Office 2016. My name is Mike Henry and this is the 8th video from Word Chapter 1. In this video we're going to learn how to insert a picture, and we're going to see that we can bring in a picture from either local on our computer's hard drive or flash drive, or we can pull it from the internet. After we get the picture in place, we're going to do some formatting to it. We'll put a border to it, we'll change the sizes and play a little bit with the how it reacts to text. So as you can see, I have a block of text here in this document, and the vertical insertion point is right here at the end. And I put it there because I'm going to insert my picture at this point so we can see what this does in reaction to text and the picture together. Up here I click on the tab called Insert, and you can see in this area I have the ability to insert a picture or an online picture. So we're going to first pick a regular picture. This could be coming from our hard drive, it could be coming from a flash drive or a memory chip that you've inserted. But we're pulling this one just from our area called Pictures, and I'm going to take this picture right here and we'll insert that picture of the crazy bootmobile driver. Now you can see when this picture comes in, it obviously was a larger style picture. So one of the first things you might want to do is take and change the sizing of that picture. And you can do that in a couple different ways. This first way is I grab this corner piece here, and by bringing this closer, what it does is it keeps the picture's proportions together. And you can see that we've made that picture much smaller. We'll learn later on that up here you can see that this is now a 2-inch by roughly a 2.08 by 2.77, and I can make those adjustments smaller, and you can see that's adjusting the picture right there to be even smaller. So we can adjust the picture that way. If I grab one of these corner pieces, or excuse me, side pieces, and I just pull this out, what I've done is I've changed the size of the picture, but unfortunately I'm changing the proportions of that picture and giving this picture a much longer look. So I'll just quickly hit undo here and put that back to the way it was. Now as we look at this picture, there's one other piece that's up here. You can see this little arrow, and when I put my pointer on that arrow, you can see I get another arrow. If I click down, I can move this picture in a different angle. So I can change the angle of the picture to a different angle here. Now obviously some pictures look really good rotated, and this picture doesn't look as good rotated. So I'm just going to quickly undo that a couple times and bring that back to the way it was. Now the one thing that you will notice is that the picture is now sitting in the middle of this sentence here, and it's kind of gotten in the way. I can click on the picture and drag it to a different point. You can see that black line says it's going to drop it between monitors and fitness now, and you can see that that picture is in there. But it's not really working. This text and the picture is kind of like oil and water. They want to separate away from each other. Up here we have this thing called the wrapping of text, and this allows us to decide how we want the picture and the text to work together. So I can click here and I can put the picture in front of text. You can see now that's sitting on top of text. Or I could do it behind the text, and now the text runs across the picture. Not as good. Or I can say I want the text and the picture to work together, and I'm going to have the picture come really tight. The text is going to come really tight to the picture, and so now when I do this, the picture and the text work together. I can actually move this picture, and you can see the text wraps around it, and I can just move it over here, and I'll move it up here a little bit, and you can see how that text is just wrapping around this picture as we go. So this is bringing in a picture from our hard drive, and then the last thing that I'm going to do with this particular one is it looks good, but I think it needs a little frame. So if I click here, I can put a frame around this picture. This one gives it not only a frame, but it gives you a kind of a 3D look below it. This one does the same, or I can do a tilted picture. So there's many different versions here. Maybe I want to do that classic oval style here, or an oval style that does not have a frame to it. It just kind of peters off into the distance. So lots of different ways you can put frames around your picture and give them a certain look. So we'll pick that one right there and be done with the changing of frames. The one last thing I did want to show you is maybe right here next to smartwatch, I want to insert a picture, except this time I'm going to pull my picture from an online. So I go here to an online picture, and I'm using Bing to search because this is Microsoft, and I just put in here smart watch. And you can see it searches the internet for all kinds of images of the smartwatch. If I pull one of these images, I just have to click on it and hit insert. Now, we also have the ability, smartwatch isn't showing some of these, so I'll just come back and I'll type in here football. And you notice with this one I get a drawing style. Here I got another type of drawing style. These were called clip arts in the old way of doing things with Word. You could pull a clip art or you could pull a real picture. So this is where the old clip arts now exist. So if you wanted a clip art that looked here, you could just click on that and hit insert, and now we would have a clip art. Once you have a clip art in there, there's no difference between a clip art and a photo at this point that has all the same qualities as a photo, other than it's been drawn by hand or by computer. So in this video we learned how to insert a picture. We found out we can take it from our hard drive, a flash drive, even one of those little camera memory sticks. We also learned that we can pull something from the internet using the Bing search engine. Once we got the picture in there, showed you a couple ways that we could format that picture. We changed the size. We also changed how the picture interacts with text. And then lastly, we put a frame around that picture.